I want to summarize about what is Inari Ametron Berhad. Inari Ametron Berhad is a sector technology company which is investment holding operating in the OSAT and electronics manufacturing services sector. Currently, Inari Ametron Berhad has 14 wholly owned direct subsidiaries. Three key subsidiaries Inari Ametron Berhad is Inari Technology Sendirian Berhad. Secondly is Ametron Sendirian Berhad, and thirdly is Sitec Sendirian Berhad. Okay, for product and services that Inari Ametron have is actually SIP or QFN packaging with various chip size Ametron products, fiber optic, LED based optocoupler electronics, infrared and LED display. Okay, services that Inari Ametron Berhad provide is wafer sort, firstly, and secondly is integrated circuit package assembly, and lastly is chip fabrication and testing. Okay, so for another services is FA capability, full turnkey service, and NPI or research and development support and engineering evaluation. For a company performance achievement, I take the latest achievement from Inari Ametron Berhad, which is 2018. Inari Ametron Berhad have won the H Billion Ringgit Club Award, highest growth in profit of tax over 3 years, and also the highest growth in equity over 3 years. Other than that, they also get an appreciation for the strong partnership and shipment support from Broadcom. And lastly, FT1000 High Companies Asia Pacific from financial terms. Last but not least, company profit achievement that Inari Ametron Berhad already achieved is revenue has grown from 793.7 million in 2014 to 1.18 billion in 2017. Shareholders' earnings have increased from 99.2 million in 2014 to 227.8 million ringgit Malaysia in 2017. Lastly, Inari Ametron Berhad has over 5 years return over equity average 28.22% a year. This means it made on average 28.22 million ringgit Malaysia in annual earnings from every 100 ringgit in shareholders' equity from 2013 to 2017.
Next is TDM Berhad. TDM Berhad is engaged in investment holding, provision of management service, and cultivation of oil palms. The company operates through two segments, plantation and healthcare. The plantation segment involves activities such as cultivation of oil palms, sales of fresh fruit branches, and management of plantation operation services. The healthcare segment involves activity such as provision of healthcare consultancy and specialist medical center services. TDM Berhad today announced that its third quarter of income after income tax from continuous activity amounted to RM2,237 million compared to a tax loss of RM381 million a year earlier as a company income increased from higher cropping revenue. TDM, which also operates a healthcare subsidiary, today announced in its disclosure to Bursa Malaysia that the group's income from continued activity increased to 121.42 million for the third quarter ending on 30 September 2020. From 105.93 million in contrast to the previous corresponding period. Group revenue were up 50% in the last 3 months of September 30, 2020, mostly because of higher plantation revenue of 50%, which was offset partially by lower healthcare revenue of 15%. TDM report that it would continue to concentrate on rising productivity and optimizing planting production costs. TDM remains, however, wary of its division of healthcare, which run hospital, which has suffered as a consequence of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurushna binti Abdullah with the metric number 050545. I would like to introduce my company, which is DRB Highcom. DRB Highcom is a major leader in the automotive services and property sector. It have over 19 active companies under the RB HiCom, which is like Proton Holding Berhad, Enjin Nasional Sdn Berhad, Composite Technology Malaysia Sdn Berhad, and also in service field, the RB HiCom has entered into joint venture with government and local authority such as Alam Flora Sdn Berhad, Pos Malaysia Berhad, and Pusat Pemeriksaan Kenderaan Berkomputer Puspacom. There are a lot of the company achievements, such as example in 2019, the RB HiCom and the Composite Technology Research Malaysia Sdn Berhad has got Asia's Best Employer Brand, second Malaysia Best Employer Brand, and third Gold Award for Green Project. And under the Proton Holding Berhad, the RB HiCom got the Silver Award for Automotive category.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Nur Fitriani binti Hamid, 049407. Okay, I will summarize about Telekom Malaysia. As we know, Telekom Malaysia is one of the company in Bursa Malaysia, which is in the category of telecommunication and media. Let's see the introduction, which is the background of this company. Telekom Malaysia was established in 1984. Starting from the position of the national telecommunication company for fixed line, radio and parent cell service, the country helped evolve to become a leading provider of broadband service, data service, fixed line, pay-per-view and network service. In January 2018, the AMS 850 MHz service was rebuilt as Unify Mobile. Unify is Malaysia's first high-speed broadband fiber optic service with a total of 2.23 million broadband service in 2014. Given the rate at which Malaysian embrace technology, the M has more than 2,800,000 employees and market capitalization of 25 billion ringgit Malaysia, which is the M become one of the largest government-linked companies in this country. Okay, let's talk about the performance and achievement of Telekom Malaysia. To make it short, we know Telekom Malaysia become a big company because of the wireless transmission network throughout the world and the digital integrated distribution network completed. And Telekom Malaysia also achieved so many awards in so many categories, such like become the Best Brands Awards, Asia Best Employers Awards, Energy Awards, Putra Brands Awards, and HR Asia Award.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rabiatul Adawiyah binti Rulam Akbal, 050816. So I will summarize about my Hibiscus Petroleum Berhad is Malaysia's first independent oil and gas exploration and production company. So our key activities are focused on delivering value from producing oil fields and growing our portfolio of development and production assets in areas of our geographical focus, which is in Malaysia, United Kingdom and Australia. So our Hibiscus Petroleum is headquartered in Kuala Lumpur, and our shares are listed on the main market of Bursa Malaysia. Hibiscus Petroleum shares have been classified as Sharia compliant securities by the Sharia Advisory Council of the Securities Commission of Malaysia. Hibiscus hold interest in several concessions and a production sharing contract. That's Malaysia, United Kingdom and Australia. Our diversified portfolio of assets consists of 8 producing fields, 5 discover fields and 2 exploration license. So we have about 30 list of top shareholders at 30 September 2020. Other than that, we have a few achievement, which is the main achievement is safety award. The next is operational award, and the last is our financial performance, our latest market price performance is going down. Started of the coronavirus disease on 2019. Latest 25 January 2021, our market price is 0.56.